Hey guys, so I'm here with my friend Grace, and we are going to talk about feet and shoes and just have a little conversation. And hopefully you're seeing us, that it's streaming and all is going well. We've had a few complications with weather and rain coming down, hitting the sunroom, so you never know what could happen while we're here today with you. Anyway, but Grace teaches yoga.
Yes.
And she's a good friend of mine, and I love that she incorporates a lot of the footwork and all of that in what she does. So I wanted her to be here because I thought it would be fun to hear what her thoughts were on feet and incorporating that into classes, especially with the elders that she works with, and I love hearing her stories. So
well, thank you.
yeah.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I really enjoy sharing yoga with all sorts of generations, and I do teach seniors right now, mostly at University House and in Issaquah. And I bring in the yoga balls, and I really, part of finding their balance is to know where their feet are. So having them take off a shoe, as you say, foot coffins, because they're usually 20 pounds, these, I wish they'd, so I want them all to take off their shoes and roll their feet, and it's amazing how different they feel, and it's amazing how it changes from their feet all the way up. So it's really lovely, and then I have them put it on their lower back and then between their shoulder blades, and that opens it up. But starting at the feet really sends a signal to the brain that's very different than when they're in these big heavy shoes. So, and I teach children's yoga too, and so I share that with kids to wake up and stimulate their feet, and showing them how to line up their body better.
I love that. I love that. So it really does start with the feet and work our way up. Be barefoot as much as possible. You know, I do. My studio is a barefoot studio. I try to be barefoot as much as possible, but we do have to go out into the world, and we wear shoes. So what do you do, right, when you need to wear shoes? And first off, I also want to say that, you know, there are going to be days where you want to dress up beautifully and wear your heels, and that's totally cool. That's totally cool. And here comes the sun, and now it's like so bright I can hardly see. Anyway, but when you go home, then you need to treat them well. And if you actually go up to my my blog, I have 5 days of foot care love, and it will tell you kind of step by step how to take care of your feet after you've been in regular shoes or heels. But today we're going to talk about minimalist shoe wear. And over the past 3 years, I've been experimenting, exploring, and trying on different ones and wearing them, and I have to say that I've really grown attached to them. They're my favorites. It's hard to be in regular shoes now, and so because of that, though, I'm always looking for really great ones. And so we're going to talk about them today. The first things that you think of when... Where's the other? Oh, yeah, these. So the first that you think of when you think about minimalist shoes are the ones with the toes, right? And honestly, that was my first introduction as well, and I thought, man, they're just super ugly. They're totally ugly.
I'm sorry.
They're so ugly. Who's going to wear them out, right? But I decided to buy a pair anyway, and this was my first pair. These are Vibrams, and I have to tell you, they are the most comfortable things in the world. Like, literally, it's like being completely barefoot, and I adore that. So...
I have a hard time.
I know, it's hard, right? It's
like,
hard. And honestly, if you're watching Vibram, can you make some that don't have swirlies on them, that are just plain? Because that would really, I'll show you up close, that would really make my life even better.
Make them just
a little more elegant, because that's what I'm looking for. So I really like these, and I'm going to recommend them. And I just checked this morning, they do have these now in new colors, and even some of them are on sale for like $50 or something, because they normally run $85, so that's a good deal. But I will tell you that within a few weeks, one of my straps broke, and I was mightily disappointed. So I always just kind of tie it down in a knot, so no big deal. But, you know, just so you know. And because we're talking about Vibrams, these are my newer pair of Vibrams, and they're cute. I mean, they're cuter. They're all right. They're mesh, so you can see. And I got the pink because I wanted them to be able to wear kind of super well, I'm not going to say dressy, but kind of dressy. Like if I was going to wear a skirt out to the beach or something like that.
Neutral.
Very neutral. Yes, Grace is so elegant. Very neutral. And and I liked them. The sizing is challenging, I feel, on the toe ones. Because, I don't know about you, but my second toe is longer than all my other toes.
That means you're a genius, by the way.
Excellent! I always knew! Now someone's telling me.
Yeah. Sorry.
But you can see that this is not longer. And so I had to get a bigger size to make that happen. It's all right. It's fine. It works fine.
Fine?
These are not as comfortable as these. These are more comfortable than these. I will say that. Okay.
What are these?
So these are newer for me. These are Soft Star, and they are really pretty, first off. So they're just a ballet flat. They're super flexible, which I love in a ballet flat. And I will compare these because I also have these. So I thought Soft Star, because you can never have too many shoes. It's so true. Okay. These are Vivo Barefoot. Yeah. Yes, Vivo Barefoot. And notice that they're skinnier. So, yeah.
Right. Wide foot.
Yeah, and this is so comfy. They're like incredibly comfy. They're $150, but they're worth it. I know, it's a lot, but it's totally worth it. They have a slimmer toe box, and it totally cuts down on the splay of my toes, and it makes me have a weird thwack with every step. I don't like that. I'm a quiet person, and to hear that thwack every step, not my favorite. So, while these are pretty good, I'm gonna say, and they're cheaper, hands down, my favorite, these, Soft Star, when it comes to this. Okay, now let's talk about kind of tennis shoes. These are Lems. I'll give you that so you can see that. I first started with, the reason why I purchased the Lems was for running around town. Can you hand me that other blue one? I'll show you a different color. Yeah. So these are my everyday running around shoes. And then I have my workout shoes. Same Lems, same everything, except that I will say, because I do such high impact stuff when I am working out, when I'm teaching Zumba, that's the only time I wear shoes when I'm teaching. But when I teach Zumba, I'm super high impact. And so these you can feel kind of everything, which is what I love normally.
When you're walking around.
Yeah, when you're walking around. But I go and I buy these cheap $1.50 cushion insoles at QFC, and I put those into my Zumba shoes only. So that just gives me a little bit of extra cushion. So if you're a dancer out there, if you're a Zumba student and you're looking for the best, seriously the best Zumba shoes out there, I'm going to tell you hands down, this is it. It's going to have nice wide toe box. They're so light, like it's like dancing barefoot. Mm-hmm. It's great. I love it. So those are them. And then, well, you wear Lems. Tell me.
I love them. They actually have made my feet feel so much better, and I didn't know I had a bunion on the right side of my foot, on the outside of my foot. And so they've made that feel better. And I find my balance easier, and I find my walk is better, and my feet don't hurt at the end of the day. And I teach a lot of yoga, and I don't wear shoes that often. Yeah. I never wear shoes when I'm teaching. But these are great for in between and going places. It's really a nice foundational shoe.
That's awesome. And I love that you mentioned balance, because balance is so key, especially as we're aging. And those skinny shoes,
I can't wear them anymore.
Yeah, it's so hard.
I have so many shoes in my closet that I just put my foot in and go, oh no, thank you.
Yeah, I do the same thing. So I'm only like, I'll wear them for as minimum amount of time as I can, and then the whole time I'm like, how much longer am I gonna be in these shoes? Yeah. So anyway, Lems are great for working out. Also, they have this is the same company. these are their hiking boots.
This is so her, really.
Yeah.
I saw her in those one time. I thought, there's another side of you.
I love these boots. I mean, how many hiking boots do you know that are like, I've never weighed them, so I don't know, but they're, you know, they fold in half, people, and they're leather. And in this, I mean, area, so I wear these actually as my everyday shoe in the winter, and they've never once gotten my feet wet. There's no rise to them, so 0 rise.
Yeah, so why are you talking about all these shoes?
Yeah.
What's the benefit? Come back, reel back in.
Reel me back in because I get so excited about shoes.
Why are we discussing these shoes today?
So, well, hopefully y'all read my blog piece. Did you read it?
Yes, of course. No.
You never know, you have to ask. Okay, so, you know, oh my gosh, this gets me so excited, and there are so many reasons to switch to a shoe like this for everybody from children up, but we're gonna say that our feet need to feel, and our feet, one of my clients had, she said that there was like eyes on the bottoms of her feet, and it was like, that's it, exactly. It's like another set of eyes because we have so many receptors on the bottoms of our feet. And when our feet can feel, everything works better. Our feet affect everything. They affect our knees, our pelvic floor, our core, spine, everything. So treating your feet well is imperative, like imperative. Yeah, like end of story. There's
you know how important it is that my husband has neuropathy in his feet from doing mountain bicycling.
Yes, please talk about that for a second because
there's lots of people that mountain bike, but he's been doing it for 45 years, and we were doing it in Southern California, down the mountains, you know, in the valley. And so between the compression of all the mountain biking and all the biking he has done, it caused neuropathy in his feet, which is a dullness of a sensation. It's not like the burning neuropathy for diabetes. It's different. So there's very little sensation. So every night I rub his feet. It's kind of part of our tactile therapy, which is it's important for him because it'll keep the circulation going. And it's important that, well, you taught me the method to rub the feet. So I went to one of the foot massage classes.
Yeah.
I've taken a couple courses from them, a few. And so I brought that home, and then I shared that with anybody who would listen to me, by the way. And so I use that method on my husband, and I bring it into my yoga classes when people will listen, and about putting your fingers between your toes and opening up, and that your toes should look like this. My toes have gotten like this. Look at it's like, it's amazing, and you really feel the difference. You gotta feel the difference, and if you gotta want to feel it,
yeah,
you gotta put your feet on the earth. I teach. Oh, segue. Yoga in the park.
Go ahead.
Yoga in the park, Beaver Lake, 10 o'clock, Friday mornings.
Oh, very nice. I did not know that.
You know, this is a class that I am leading, but it's being put on by the YMCA, but you don't have to belong to the YMCA. It's open to the public. Anyone that wants to come, anything from a little kid who will pay attention and won't get in my way, to anyone in a wheelchair, because I know how to lead you through that too.
All right.
So my goal is to have 100 people at the end of the summer, Friday morning, 10 o'clock, Beaver Lake.
Oh, you heard that.
Yoga in the park.
So I was just looking, and Heather, hello. So Heather asked a question about whether these will help with her bunion, and so yes. The other lovely thing to help with your bunion, though, I just saw you have a little foot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it just rolled around.
Did it?
Well, anyway, there are these little foot silicone spacers that you can put in between the first toe and second toe, and that's really going to help with the bunion. Oh, there it is.
It's clean.
It's clean. It looks like that. I don't know if you can see that, but they're really, they're on Amazon, and they're like, oh, I don't know, $4 or $5 for a set of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
$5 for
they're totally worth it. So Heather, put that in there, and then get wider, and then a shoe with a wider toe box. That's going to help so much. Yeah. So feel free, if you have any other questions, keep them coming. And the brand again for those shoes, Heather, because I know you're also an instructor and you're probably looking for Zumba shoes. It would be my guess, but the LEMS, so LEMS, and I'm apostrophe S. Yeah, and I'm gonna put the links up to their website of all the shoes after this.
They suggest getting a size bigger than you would normally order.
Oh,
when you talk to them.
That's awesome. Because sizing is really hard.
Important.
Yeah, and in fact, I will say that all of these shoes, I was trying to think, every single pair, I have to get online because there isn't a Minimalist Shoe store locally, which really
sucks. But these
sucks.
are made in Oregon.
Softstar is, and are the LEMS made in Oregon too?
The LEMS are also.
Well, there is a shoe store in Oregon that I go to called Pie Footwear. Shout out to Pie Footwear. And they're in Portland, and I love going there because they have all of these shoes, and then you can try them on in person. Otherwise, it kind of takes a little bit of time to get the right size. But then so it's the last shoe, and believe it or not, I left it out there, so I'm going to have to go get it. So I'm going to let Grace talk to you for half a second. Oh, you want to go get it?
Sure.
Okay, so see, all of this has been a crazy day, guys. You have no idea. In order to make this happen, it's been amazing.
It is amazing.
So we'll go into the hallway, and there's the black shoe rack, and they're brown leather boots with little buckles on the side. Men or women? They're women's. Oh. Okay, so I will start talking about these shoes. So, you gotta push it out, yeah. So, here's what happened. I love minimalist shoes, but they are not all that attractive. And I want to be able to wear them with all the pretty clothes that I like to wear. I'm a girl, and I really like to get girly. So I was looking and looking and looking for really cute minimalist shoes, and I had given up. I really didn't think that there were any out there until I was randomly on this Instagram page, and somebody posted a completely random, a comment on this particular company. So I went to them, and they are online. They're a very small shop. Really, it's just mom and pop shop in Greece, and it's called, oh my gosh, hold on. I'll put it in the comments because for some reason it's completely escaping my brain. But these shoes are amazing, and they will hand make them to your specification, and as well Softstar will do that as well. And I will say that, so that's one of the things that I do love about Softstar. No, those aren't the ones. I can't believe this. Like, I really wanted to actually talk to you about these because they're so amazing, and I didn't grab them. So if I can't get them to you, I will post a pic of them. But they're totally phenomenal, and they're super lightweight. Nope, those aren't them either. Okay.
I give up.
Okay, Grace gives up, no problem. So, Grace, keep them busy for 2 seconds.
What are we talking about?
Feet.
Really? Okay. Really, take care of your feet. If you don't take care of them, it affects all of your body. So in my yoga classes, I really concentrate on finding your alignment, starting from your feet down. Jeez, sorry.
And that's how fast it was. No, this is actually really good for me because I have dreaded doing a Facebook Live because so many things can go wrong. Hey, and in today, I think every single possible thing that could go wrong has gone wrong.
But it doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter, and I'm still here. And Grace is still here.
I dreaded doing this. I wouldn't even think about it. That's why I'm doing it, because I didn't have to think about it. I just showed up. Beautiful.
So, here,
they match your hair.
Yeah, they do match my hair. Isn't that funny? But look at that. These are incredible. They're super stunning. They do have a Vibram sole on the bottom.
Oh, nice.
Super thin, super lightweight. Oh, Grace is already trying them on.
They're a little big for me.
Yeah, she's got tiny feet. What size do you wear, actually?
About a 7.
Yeah, okay, and I'm an 8.5, so big difference. But they are incredibly, incredibly comfy, and they're beautiful. So if you go to their website, you're going to find not just boots, but really imaginative, beautiful looking shoes that you could wear with dresses and to work. I mean, literally, there were so many different kinds. In different colors. Like I said, they'll hand make it in the color that you want. I know, it's amazing, like really amazing.
So you had the match your hair.
I did not occur to me that they were matching my hair. Now I'm gonna feel self-conscious every time I wear them.
They look beautiful.
But so there you go. I'm gonna put all the links to this in the bottom in the comments, and we're gonna do more of these.
Are there really comments or people?
Yes, people are really watching us. So anyway,
I have no idea.
We so appreciate you being here.
Okay.
And
we have to end.
yeah. Oh, and here comes the rain. See, so now we're gonna end before it gets really, really loud in here. But honestly, guys, thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Take care.
Yeah, and we'll see you again another time.
Okay. Namaste.
Bye.
Bye.